couldn't choose two plays, but if I had to choose two games, probably just my last game. Just one game, just my last game. I feel like I left it all out there. Just got one more opportunity to play with my brothers that I've been playing with the last 3 years. Just really summed up my whole time at Penn State, and I get to leave it all out on the field. I would say my ghost rush. I feel like all my pass rush moves are really my best. So I like to switch it up a little bit.
After that last game that you played, you had already established yourself doing that pass rush. Why was it so important, even though you were injured?
I just feel like my teammates needed me. I couldn't have played, but I felt like just leave it all out there, give us the best opportunity to win, and I feel like that's what I did. And if I had to do it again, I'd make the same choice.
Abdul, your versatility is used like as a strength. What position do you enjoy playing the most on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, definitely defensive end, edge rusher, but I feel like I can play wherever my coaches need me, and wherever they feel a need, that's where I play. It's been good. I'm really just starting to heat it up right now. I just got clear to really start training, start working out again. So my next couple of weeks look like just me getting ready for my pro day, and once I get to my pro day, to perform at an elite level.
How would you describe your style of play and what you bring to a team?
I think I bring energy, effort, versatility, and I feel like when the biggest moments come around, that's where I play at my best. Yeah, probably about 90% right now, but these next couple months, this next month, I feel like is where I really get to start getting close to 100.
Hey, Abdul, everyone comes here looking for a franchise quarterback, it feels like. What do you think? It seems like everyone comes here looking for a franchise quarterback. What do you think of the concept of a franchise edge rusher?
Yeah, I feel like you definitely need a franchise edge rusher. If you look at all the great teams that won Super Bowls, that you have that one standout great defensive player, and I feel like I'm that.
What does a franchise edge rusher look like?
The one that comes to mind when I first think of one is Von Miller.
Abdul, have you had a chance to meet Patriots coach Mike Vrabel, and if so, what were your impressions of him?
Very serious, very upfront guy. Like he all about his business, which is what I like. He was really straightforward with me. I feel like I like him.
What kind of preconceived ideas maybe did you have about Vrabel and the Patriots before?
No preconceived ideas.
What about Von Miller do you like?
Yeah, he's one of the guys that I study. Just his bend, his get off, the way he can ghost rush, the way he set up his moves, and then at the biggest moments in the biggest games, Von Miller stepped up and delivered.
When you're lined up at the line of scrimmage, what are you first looking at the classroom?
Well, based on my film study, I pretty much know what I'm gonna get. So it's really just about playing the game, being consistent throughout the game, setting them up throughout the game, and that's where I started to take over.
When you set a guy up, so you talk about setting that up, walk me through that mindset for you throughout a game.
Well, based on my film study, I'm already coming in with a pass rush plan. So basically, he give me throughout the game. I might start the game speed, turn to inside, turn to power. So it's all about what he give me. Then I just take over from there.
So probably going to a not good team at the top of the draft. What can you bring in terms of leadership?
I feel like I can bring a lot in terms of leadership. It's something I had to step up into this year at Penn State. One of our captains went down, so I had to be a lot more vocal, a lot more, just bringing the team behind me and just being the example that people can watch. So just setting the pace.
How important is it for you to be picked first? How much more to take first?
Yeah, it's very important for me. That's one of the goals I made before the season. Something I always talked about. It's what I work for. And I feel like I'm getting close to that. Just got to keep working, keep putting the effort in, and I'm accomplish my dream.
How realistic do you feel like it is to go to the roster?
I feel like it's very realistic, and I feel like I'm the best player in the country, and the best player should be selected number one.
Have you met with the Panthers yet? What was that meeting like?
I have not met with the Panthers.
Abdul, how are you shaped by your Philly roots?
Say it again?
How are you shaped by your Philly roots?
Yeah, I feel like I'm shaped a lot by my Philly roots. It's my toughness, my grit. I feel like that's really just the biggest thing I can take from Philly, and it really made me into the man I am today.
How much have you talked to Micah Parsons during the process? How much have you talked to Micah Parsons and all about what you're about to go through right now?
Yeah, I talked to him a lot. Just before this season, I told him I want to be the number one pick. I want to put some work in. He took me under his wing. We trained together, worked together, and everything turned out good so far.
What's been the biggest surprise for you throughout this pre-draft? I know it's relatively early in the pre-draft process, but what's been the biggest surprise for you?
I won't say it's no surprises. I'm really just taking in the moment. I'm really living my dream right now. just be able to be out here living out my dream, really just taking everything one day at a time.
Have you met with the Buccaneers this week?
No.
Abdul, where do you feel like you can?
All good impressions for me. I feel like they're really interested in me. I'm interested in them. All good impressions so far. Yes, sir.
From your perspective, what was it like watching the second team?
Oh yeah, it was dope. I really just got to enjoy my last year, really being a fan. Being from Philly, born and raised, supporting the Eagles really my whole life. Got to take my dad to the Super Bowl, just enjoying being a fan one last year. And so whatever team drafts me, I'm loyal to that team. They're going to get my best only.
What if it's the Giants?
Say it again? Yeah, whatever team I'm on, whatever team I play, they get my best.
Following up on that with the Giants, what if you joined a team that already had two solid edge rushers like Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns? Would you think of that as an opportunity, or you want to come in and be the guy?
Yeah, my goal is to come in and be the guy. If I go to a team that already got established, I want to earn my spot anyway, so I want to come in and compete right away.
Speaking of Philly, you went viral for high school with a friend of mine arguing about Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. So now that he won a Super Bowl, do you think that Jalen Hurts now is the top 3 quarterback in the game?
Well, I feel like whoever the champion is, they're the best. So I feel like Jalen Hurts established himself. He's been at that, and this year, actually winning the championship, he did nothing but only certify himself.
Abdul, the best offensive lineman that you went against, how did you go about adjusting your plans throughout the game?
Probably definitely the Oregon offensive line, the way they schemed us, the way they came out with tempo, different looks, definitely gave us a lot of fits.
How did you go about adjusting as you continue to play?
We tried to adjust at halftime, which we did a little bit, but they really came out with a good scheme, good game plan. So.
Penn State's been known for putting out top defensive players. What do you think about the scheme, and where do you fit in some of those great defensive players?
Yeah, I feel like I'm the next one. Just looking at our history with Micah, Chop, Dafe, Adisa Isaac, Penn State is really edge rush you. We turning into that, and I'm really the next one out that mold.
Abdul, when you think back to the
Yeah, I would say the work I put in my whole life. My dad, he trained me to be the best player I can be, and not just being the best on the field, but off the field. And knowing all the work I put in, all the training I did, all the sacrifices I made, I know I'm the best.
Abdul, when you look back at that decision to switch positions to go to the edge, what led to that decision, and was that a turning point you feel like in your career?
Yeah, it was a decision that I made, and I went to my coaches, had a talk with them. I just knew that my best ability was getting after the quarterback. I knew I'd be most impactful for the team, and really it would be impactful for me, knowing what I do best is getting after the quarterback.
And where can you still grow as a run defender through this pre-draft process?
Yeah, I can grow in really every area of my game, but just using my hands more, running my feet on contact, striking, there's a lot of areas I can still improve in.
Are you planning on attending the draft in Green Bay? What are your thoughts on the draft being in a place like Green Bay?
Yeah, I do plan on being at the draft in Green Bay, and it's really just me living out my dreams, just being able to walk on that stage, and I really can't wait.
Well, thinking about all the history, just that exists in Green Bay, the fact that it's the first time ever there.
No, I haven't really thought about that. I'm really just trying to keep my head where my feet are, just take everything one day at a time. I have, yes.
How'd that go?
I feel like it went well. I'm impressed with the coaches. I feel like they're impressed with me, and they had the number 1 pick. I want to be the number 1 pick. Yeah, it was dope. I went to the last Super Bowl when they played the Chiefs. They didn't get the job done, but this year they got the job done. Happy for them. And it was really cool being one last year, being an Eagles fan. Yeah, that was something my dad made for me. He's big on the custom gear and everything, so he got me custom gear. I took him to the game. We had a great time. Got to see the Eagles win a Super Bowl.
What if you went number 2 to the Browns? What do you think about playing with Myles?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Myles is one of the guys I study, one of the guys I watch. Just his game, the way he can impact the game as a pass rusher and as a defender overall, as a special team, jumping over the pile, blocking the kick. He's one of the guys I study, try to emulate my game after.
Other guys who don't have the guys that are still there are going to be here next year. Who do you think that is?
You say it again? I couldn't. Your phone.
Yeah. The next one among the group of Penn State defensive ends. Who do you think that is? That's going to be
Yeah, I think right now all eyes should be on the Dennis Sutton, number 33. He came in with me same year. He came back to Penn State for one last year. I feel like this is the year he dominates.
What are your impressions of Max?
Yeah, he came in. He flashed a lot. Very athletic, real bendy, real twitchy. He just still got some ways to develop mentally. He's a young guy, but once he gets everything under control, he'll be a really good player.
Now that you're vying for a top pick, you decided to do that. How do you think your value making waves, against
Yeah, like I said, defensive players impact the game just as much as a quarterback, and I feel like me, myself, and all the best defensive players in the country need to just start speaking out about that more because we're just important to the game as the best quarterbacks. You say that again?
When you get to the character conversation,
Yes, sir. I know my character. I know who I am. I know who I am as a person. I know how I was raised. So whatever questions they have about my character, I know how to answer them. And I know who I am as a person. Yeah.
Abdul, if you can't keep it, I get your top 5 pitchers in the NFL today.
I would say 1, Michael Parsons, 2, Myles Garrett, 3, T.J. Watt, 4, I'll probably say Jonathan Grenard, and a 5, somebody who came on a lot. Well, before he got hurt, he probably would have been 1 this year, but Aiden Hutchinson. You say it again? Yeah, I definitely try to model my game after Micah. Just watching him being at the same school, I've been watching him pretty much my whole career. And Von Miller is also another guy I like to study a lot, and T.J. Watt.
Abdul, what most teams ask you here, and maybe what kind of impression you make?
Yeah, it's really just just getting to know me as a person, getting to know who I am, going over my film. Just asking me about the plays I've made, the bad plays I've made. But it's been all good for me so far.
When you mention guys who come up in a big moment like Von Miller, what is it to that? Because you have a lot of them, they get sacks, but they're not on critical moments like third down, et cetera, et cetera. What is it to having that time and being able to come up big?
Yeah, that's the times where we get paid. Just those critical moments where we gotta get off the field, you gotta make that big play. Those pass rushes when you gotta step up. Those are the guys who make that big play.
Abdul, what do you say? There's been some conversation about maybe you being too small to be an everyday edge rusher. Just what's your response to that, and how do you kind of plan on proving people wrong?
Yeah, I ain't never been too small for nothing my whole life. It's all about heart for me. It's all about will for me, and I got more than that than anybody.
2 more questions for Abdul.
Where are you at weight-wise right now, and what's your goal?
Yeah, my goal weight is pretty much 248. That's where I'm at right now, so it's probably the way I'm going to play at. Probably could get a little bit heavier, but whatever my team need me at, that's where I'd be at. Yeah, I'm going to do my job. Whatever my job is, I'm going to do it at the best of my ability. Whatever my coach asks me to do, that's what I'm going to do.
Thanks, Abdul.
Thank you.